What up, everybody? It's the Griffins, Jamie and Leonard.
Tools.
And y'all probably can hear Elijah and Barbara in the background talking or something. Okay, well, so anyway, we're coming with y'all because we were asked to talk about our how we acquired our children. We have 3 little bitty babies. One he'll be 6 months next week. We have a 1-year-old who will be 2 next month. And we have a 3-year-old who just turned 3 in December. We are on a journey as far as like foster parenting and different things like that. It's not quite foster care, but we were asked from one of our subscribers how we went about, getting our children. So we wanted to come to y'all today and address that and let everybody know how we went on our journey and, just give y'all a backstory about how the kids came, where they came from, that kind of thing. So.
Well, the kids came, if we go back before the kids, me and my wife was discussing foster care. So we started taking all the classes and all the courses we needed to take. It wasn't very hard. It was just mostly paying attention, and the structure will let you know what to do, what not to do, and gave you a lot of good information on how you should take care of your children. Anyway, we passed those courses and everything started to go kind of slowly, and my wife was saying she wanted her, and we would talk about babies and stuff, and what we're going to get, and all this, and yada, 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 and stuff.
What?
Anyway,
So we were going through a journey. Prior to all of this, I found out I have PCOS, which that's a whole nother video. I am, I guess, classified as being infertile, so I don't carry my babies past the first trimester. We've had a couple of miscarriages and all that. Sorry, make sure my wig is good. Anyway, but we've had a couple of miscarriages and things like that. So I was like, well, let's just try foster care. I had this meltdown at church, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So like he said, we started on the process of doing everything. We started doing everything that we needed to do. We were really, really close. And then I was like, okay, let's just take our time and get through the first of the year. And then once we get through the first of the year, then we'll really start trying to progress into everything, because I wanted to be 29 and have a good time and blah, 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 blah. So one day I was at a friend's house eating chili, and with Maya, of course.
And why?
It was Maya and another friend at that time, and he kept calling my phone. My phone was pretty much dead, and I was like, "What? Like, why are you calling me?" And not in a mean way, but he doesn't normally. My husband doesn't sweat me, so it was just like, "What's up? Why you keep calling?" And he's like, "We gotta go get these kids." What kids are you talking about? Maya's kids are fine, and why do we need to go get Jessica's kids? And he's like, no, we have to go get
our kids,
a specific person's children. Like the person the kids that we have, we know the person who they come from.
Yeah.
We didn't know that the children existed, but we know now.
Right.
And that's how we got them. So the person that he was like, we have to go get this particular person's children, and I was like, for what? Like, we haven't seen this particular person in years. Like, why do we have... That's stupid. Click. That's me hanging up the phone, like I told y'all on another video. So he called back and was like, no, seriously, like, this is a real situation. We really need to go pick these kids up. You want to do foster care, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, let me think about that. And we don't have time to think, this and that. So CPS come calling. And they're like, ma'am, we need you to come get these kids. Are you going to come get them or not? Because if you're not, you need to let me know so I can go get somebody else. Blah, blah, blah. So
we said yeah, and we went and got the kids. I had a couple of reasons why I did say yes. Had nothing to do with, since we knew the person, had nothing to do with them. It had nothing to do with any family member. I got the kids because I know my wife wanted children. And this was a possibility that these kids will be with us for a lifetime. So anyway, and so I agreed. And And I did it out of the love of my wife. I wanted my wife to have what she wanted. I wanted her. I wanted her to feel fulfilled in her life. I wanted her to be. I just love my wife, and I would do anything for her. Anything to make her smile. Anything to make her happy. I live to love my wife. So that's why I did it. And that's why I said yes.
Yep. So we ended up going to go get the children. We had this big shebang doodle. Hold on, y'all. Anyway, we had this big shebang doodle, whatever. We had to go get them. We picked them up around midnight on October 14th. 13th. We picked them up midnight, like when it turned into the 14th, on that Wednesday night. Yeah. And we finally got everybody settled. We got them situated. The CPS worker came to our house, did a real quick home study, you know, like a walkthrough pretty much. She just walked through the house to make sure everything is suitable for the children. They have space. We put them in the bed, and she did a bunch of questions and did a bunch of this and looked at our money and asked us all these questions. And then she finally left around 4 o'clock in the morning. Elijah was so crazy that day. Oh my God. But we put him down, we went to bed, and that's pretty much where our journey started from. We are in what they call a placement, like it's like a safety placement.
Right.
So it's not quite foster care just yet. So there are steps to everything. When you do like a safety placement,
we have 4 more steps to do, and there will be
not steps. We have 4 more documentation.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of documentation to turn in, like 4 documents to turn in.
And 1 class.
And 1 class, and then we have to do a home study, and we'll be certified. In other words, we'll be done hopefully by the end of April. Seriously, it's not a big deal.
Yes.
So, like I said, we got the kids. We're doing what we call a placement, and so when a placement is a little different from foster care. Placement's more so like a family or family friend, somebody who's pretty close to you. You end up like if CPS is called on you, you normally have the option to do a placement before they take them into foster care. Foster care is a little bit more involving with the government than a placement is. Mm-hmm. A placement is more so like they come, they
it's like babysitters.
Yeah, you're a long-term babysitter, and technically the placements aren't supposed to last past 2 months.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to last that long. But then, you know, we talked to various CPS workers. They said they go up to about 15 years. You know, and they're easily forgotten about because our kids particularly are not in a bad home. So like every time CPS does pop up on us, they do sometimes, but not like as if it was foster care. But every time they pop up on us, the kids are happy. They're walking around here in their diapers and stuff, or they underwear now. And hey, how you doing? Hi.
And the house be clean.
Decent, yeah. They're fed. You know, sometimes they come to the door with spaghetti all over their face because they're eating dinner, or the baby is getting big and strong. So that's a really, you know, so they have indications that they're in a really good home. So they don't even fool with us. So it's a really tough situation to deal with, having to deal with CPS because they don't take care of their people. Don't take care of
them. If
you
ever had to deal with CPS, you don't know what going through hell truly means. Because you have a worker. Don't look at TV. TV is a
TV.
Yeah. You would think your worker is X, Y, and Z. Without your knowledge, without anybody saying anything, without anybody doing anything, our worker that changed in 6 months, the 5 times, in which you only supposed to have 1 worker and 1 supervisor throughout your whole course. Ours changed for 5 times.
And they never tell us when it changes.
Right.
So the only reason why we find out or we know that it's changed is because we're calling for medical information or this type of information, that kind of, you know, that sort of thing. It's never because they call us and say, hey, you know, your worker has changed. Every time we go to a different worker, they don't even know we exist. They don't even know we had these kids.
I tell you, if you got to deal with CPS, it's been my knowledge that you have to talk real stupid to them. Because they're going to treat you like you some lowbrow, uneducated retard. And you got to talk dumb to them. Because you just have to. I talked to this woman that worked for CPS for 27 years. This woman talked like she was a mush mouth. And every question I asked, she's just like, I know.
She had a really bad attitude when he
yeah.
was like, ma'am, either help us or come get the kids. Because, we were in dire straits for needing help for CCMS, which is daycare assistance. We needed help for their Medicaid and different things like that. Mm-hmm. And we were like, we can just bring them back. Y'all can deal with it from there. She was like, then that's fine. We were like, where would we drop them off? Or a baby said that. She was like, the same place you picked them up from.
And I kind of went stupid on her. I went real fed on this chick.
Because they're in a good home. They're with people who actually love them. All we're asking is that you give us a little bit of assistance that's entitled. So, that being stated, that's where we get to... Fifi, move. She only being blowed. Anyway, but that's where we get into the whole foster journey situation because... I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not used to wearing wigs, so it feels strange in my head. But we get into the foster journey because... we're going to go on and complete our process with them because it'll be a lot more benefits for the children. Like, they'll be able to have their Medicaid. They'll be able to, we don't have to worry about anything lapsing. We don't have to worry about anything. They get daycare assistance. They get WIC. They get a lot of things that are entitled to them. They get lawyers.
Yes.
They freaking get lawyers. They get court dates. They get a timestamp on things. They know, it's going to be a year from this date. Tentatively, it's not going to exceed like a year and a half to 2 years if they're in foster care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless they get out of our house and go back home and then they come back into the system. Now that's something totally different, but they're not going to be in our care for more than a year and a half, 2 tops, depending on the leniency of the judge. So we are journeying to foster care. We've already done one home study that we had to do just for the placement. Now we have to turn around and do another home study. So they want to do another home study. I wish I had my questionnaire. I will read some of the questions. It's so all up in your business, like for real. It's all up in your business. They ask about your sex life. If you're married, they ask about your life prior, your sex life prior to.
How frequent, how much, what type.
They ask about a lot. They ask about your money. They ask so many invasive questions.
Do you smoke? Do you drink?
Do you smoke? Do you drink? How often? Who are you close to? We need to call these people. We need to get to know them. We need to do, if you have somebody like how Maya's around all the time, they're going to do a background check on her.
Yep.
Because the kids can't be around her all the time. If
anybody that comes to your house more than 3 times a week on a consecutive basis is going to get investigated. If any of those 3 show up bad, that could disqualify you. Mm-hmm. And I tell you something else, foster care is the way to go.
Foster care through the agency, not CPS.
Because if you deal with CPS,
they'll never deal with you.
Right.
So, we're going to go from out of being a placement. The only reason why we're really concerned with being taken out of placement, and I'm really wanting to push the foster care situation, is because of the assistance that the children will get. I want a CASA. If we are fortunate to have a CASA, that'll be great. That's a court-appointed special whatever, something.
Liaison.
Yeah, it's like a liaison, but what it is that a CASA is just a regular general person like me and you. Dr. Phil endorses CASAs, but they help foster children out. So they'll be like somebody who they're assigned to like 2 kids or 2 cases, and they are able to actually come monthly and check on the kids every week. They can help go to court appearances. They can do this, do sort of fill in the gap for CPS. So, and I want my kids to have every benefit that's entitled to them. If they may end up going back to their mom within the next year and a half. They may not. They may be with us forever. We don't know. Yep. So when y'all hear us say that on the vlogs, like, they seriously may not be with us forever. But we just try to do what we can for them right now.
To give them every opportunity that they get. Mm-hmm. When you start doing this, you do fall in love with these kids. If anybody tell you that they, this, that, see, I know they're not my kids, but that don't stop you from falling in love with them. So, we treat these kids like they're our kids, and for all intents and purposes, they are our kids.
Right.
So, in saying all that, I tell you what, it's a beautiful thing to be able to open up your heart and open up your home to strangers.
Yeah.
Because that's what they are. They're strangers. They're little people, but they're little people strangers.
It's so amazing because when they very first came, Barbara absolutely didn't like him.
Oh, she couldn't stand me.
The baby looked like a little roach or something. He was so tiny. And Elijah was just friendly with everybody.
Yeah.
Goodness. And he was hungry. Jesus, he was hungry. And to see, they didn't talk. They didn't walk well. There's so many things like it was like, wow, you know, they were severely underdeveloped. And to see them now, and they're starting to talk, they're starting to speak, you know, they see their biological parents and stuff, and they say something different every time. Like they said, I love you this past time to Daddy, I almost cried. He didn't even know that they were able to talk, you know. So they're doing so many different things. Like Elijah picks up his own clothes now and puts them in the dirty clothes pile. And now he dresses himself every day for nighttime and for during the day for school and stuff. It's funny because he kept putting his shirt on backwards this morning, so I had to help him. But, you know, Barbara is doing so many different things. She's starting to develop and grow and become better and stuff and talking more. She's in her big girl panties. Like, she's not really sleeping in Pampers and stuff too much here lately. And different things like that. Like, so the way that they're flourishing is just, it's amazing to see. The baby's rolling over. He's talking. Well, not talking, but, you know, baby talk. He's holding his own bottle. He's doing everything that he's supposed to be doing at 5-6 months old. That's beautiful to see. And we're going to be having surgery for him soon also because of his extra fingers. If you saw one of my, I forget which vlog it was, but I showed y'all the picture where he actually has a 6th finger on each hand. So he has 12 fingers. So cute. But Daddy said he got to come off, so.
Yeah, he got to go.
But they're flourishing. They're doing a lot better. So that's pretty much the backstory how we got the kids, all in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? We were called. We came. We picked them up, and they've been with us for 6 months now. We don't know where this road is going to end. We don't know where it's going. That's like I said, one of the reasons why we want to go on and get into foster care, because we wanted to have an end somewhere. Because it's unfair to us. Because, you know, they just tossed 3 little baby kids on us and was like, figure it out.
Yes, but we wanted this to happen. In the beginning, we wanted this to happen. We wanted children.
I wanted my own children.
Yes.
Because I've always been a mother to everybody else's kids. So, yes, I did want my own children. And I ended up being blessed with these 3 babies. Yep. They get on my damn nerves.
But what children don't, even your
Exactly.
own.
And they are my itty bitty little babies. Like, they know me as mommy. One day we went to a meeting with the biologicals, and Elijah was just zip zapping all over everywhere with his other brothers and sisters. And he saw me just sitting there watching them because, you know, I keep a close eye on my kids. I don't play that. And he stopped. He broke free from whoever he was with. He come running over. He's like, Mom. Mwah, mwah. And gave me a kiss. And was like, bye. And then took off running to go play. And like I was telling his daddy, I was like, it's funny because he came and gave me a hug and a kiss. Like, Mama, I'm okay. Like, I know you, Mama. And went on. And so, it's just the growth and stuff that we see. Like, he told me the other day at Maya's house, Mom, Daddy ain't here. Daddy ain't here. I said, what? Daddy here? Boy, you saying something. Like, he never said daddy before.
Right.
And now he's like, Daddy.
He never said it and put it into a sentence.
Right. A phrase.
A phrase.
And like he told me today, he saw his daddy's jacket. He's like, Daddy. I said, I know, that's Daddy's jacket. So it's just like so much growth and stuff. But like I said, if we go and put it into foster care, we know for a fact, without a doubt, it's going to be a year from court date. Whatever your court date is, you have a year from that time. The judge may or may not extend it a little bit, but you know that you have a year from this particular date before you start seeing some type of, okay, well, we're going to give you another 3 months. Okay, we're going to give you another 30 days, or, you know, whatever it may be. So, y'all keep us in all your hopes and prayers.
Yep.
I don't know, man. We'll see. I mean, y'all just come on this journey with us, and we'll see where it ends up. If we're going to end up keeping them, who knows? If they're going to go back home, who knows? As
of right now, we can still put them on camera, but when they become foster kids, you can. That's
we'll be blurring them out.
Yeah, you can. You can put. You see the kids running around, but you can't see their face. because it was exploitation or something like that.
Yeah, and you have to protect their identity and stuff then. So when they do become actual foster kids, I will start blurring out their faces. So enjoy the cute little faces now. Enjoy all of that now, or I'll just make sure when I'm vlogging and stuff I don't catch faces too much. But we'll deal with that when that time comes. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, Angie from Mac Family Vlogs, we just wanted to answer your question about how we got the kids. Overall, that's the backstory about how everything went. We got a phone call, man, and our name was put out there. We came, we picked them up, and we've been with them ever since. We can't give them back because they know us as mom and daddy.
Yeah. And
they know my sister as Auntie and Maya as TT, and you know, so they rock with us, you know.
Grandpa and grandma, and blah blah.
So we just can't give them back. But I mean, just stay with us, Angie. You know, tell a friend if you know anybody that's interested in foster care, adoption, doing anything as far as like taking, you know, helping people with their kids and stuff. Just let us know. Comment down below and tell us, you know, just suggest anything, or if you all have any questions or concerns or comments or whatever regarding our foster care journeying into foster care, then just let us know, and we'll be more than happy to share. We can do another sit down with everybody. We'll just put it in a playlist, foster care, drop it, and we'll be more than happy to sit down with everybody. But until then, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all for rocking with us. Thank you all for following. Thank you all for commenting, subscribing. If you haven't already, click that button below to subscribe to more videos. Go on and hit that button. You know you want to. And just thank you. Hold on, let me see if I can get the kids come in. Elijah, Barbara, come here. Because they not asleep, y'all.
Oh, they're not playing with their toys.
Elijah. Here he comes. You hear him? They're so silly. No, they're not. Come here. Come here, my babies. Get down, move. Come here. Not asleep at all. See? So for right now, these are the two oldest ones. Come over here, baby, so they can see you. Say hi. Hi. Say, how are you? So this is Barbara, and formerly this is Elijah. Say my. Wait, what? Who am I, mommy? Am I mommy? No, you can't have none off the table. Anyway, say Barbara. Elijah. No. Look. Say Elijah.
Elijah.
Thank you, Elijah. We're working on that speech, y'all. Anyway, but this is formerly Elijah. So, like I said, when they go into foster care, we'll probably blur this part of the video out. But until then, these are our little babies, and we love them so much. As he looked at me strange, like, what? You gonna blur me out? What?
Okay, guys, it's time for bed.
So anyway, it's time for us to put them in the bed. Thank y'all so much for, like I said,
listening to us.
Yes, listening to our story, tuning in. Thank you so much. So anyway, we'll holler at y'all again on Monday.
See you later.
See y'all later. Peace. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.